Alrighty. Hello, everybody. It is 10:11 p.m. on the East Coast, and we are live. Be sure to hit that like button, comment, leave a sound off in the chat. A little bit late here, but not too late. Mostly on time today. Alrighty. God, we have actually a lot to get into today. Big day for Michigan politics. Lots going on. God, I don't even know where to start. Don't even know where to start. Okay. Sorry, funny stuff happening on the timeline. Might get into that in a little bit, but let's start. I was gonna start with contrapoints, but actually let's start with Michigan politique. I gotta say, exciting day for me personally, as a Michigander who cares about politics and who has sat through the last month or so of discourse involving Abdul El Sayed, Hassan Piker, everybody else in this bullshit mess that has been created online. And the truth is, it didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. We all knew it wasn't gonna matter, but it didn't matter. Let's get into this. Okay. So for the last when did they announce those rallies? I don't know, maybe like late last month, probably, right? Somewhere in there. Late last month, early this month, so a few weeks now. It has been the conversation around the Michigan Senate primary has been Democratic primary, has been specifically about Abdul El Sayed doing these rallies with Hassan Piker and Summer Lee, which a lot I could say about that. I have talked about that a little bit, but there's, of course, more I could say about that. I do think it's interesting the coverage that this has gotten, how little it has mentioned Summer Lee, and how much it has just kind of taken on a life of its own for no real reason other than the Democratic Party wants to push away the people to the left, right? Hassan Piker is just a avatar, he's just a representative for people who are further to the left. And by getting rid of Hassan, they are really trying to sort of make a clear stance here that we're not moving to the left. That's what they want to do. So now they have to be dragged kicking and screaming, and they're doing a lot of screaming. That being said, does not seem to be working out in their favor. Oh boy. So today, this weekend, as it were, we had the Michigan Democratic Party convention, and a lot coming out of there today. I think I have a lot bookmarked here. So I'll have to go through it. Give me a second. We can start with actually yesterday, maybe. Because you had Kamala Harris and Cory Booker for some reason. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Like, why did they like Kamala Harris? I kind of understand. Cory Booker felt like a real random pull. I'm not sure what the thought process on that one was, but they had Cory Booker and Kamala Harris in Detroit at the convention for some reason. And gotta be honest, I'm not really vibing with it. I don't know. I think Kamala needs to return to a private citizen life. She's chosen not to. She's chosen to really, really seek more of a political career, and I just think it's detrimental to all of us. Not good for any of us. Um, yeah, we got a lot. They're also talking about obviously our next governor's race. But let me get to a lot to go through here. Other than that, I hope everybody had a good weekend. Hope you had a decent time here. All right, let's watch some of these some of these Cory Booker clips, man. Oh god, I really don't know why they did this. I don't like Cory Booker, guys. Like, I hope that's clear. I hope you're aware of that. I hope that you understand. So it feels like a real bad pull, but we'll see. What did he have to say? Let's see what he has to say to the people of Michigan.
That security director, but I am taking the responsibility We are each other's hope. We are the heroes that we are looking for. We are the leaders that we need. That is what real hope is. It is in the valley of despair. Yea, though I walk through that valley, that you keep on walking. It is knowing that weeping may endure through the night, but I will bring the joy in the morning.
Oh, okay. We are each other's hope. We are the heroes that we are looking for. We are the leaders that we need. I don't. Oh, Booker's family is from Detroit. Okay. and then he mentioned Cass Tech for some reason, but decided to say my family went to Northern High School. Like, why did you bother mentioning Cass then? All right, dude. What a fucking. Oh, okay. No, this is the charm of the Democratic Party, you guys. This is the. Oh, we got a lot of it. We got a lot of that Democratic Party charm happening throughout this entire convention. Get fucking ready. There were some highlights, mind you, but oh boy, was the energy there. God damn. I listen, fucking if you saw the McMorrow clip, you know what I'm talking about and you know why I'm cringing so hard, but we'll get to it. Booker's family's from Detroit. That's crazy. Okay. We need a new deal for Americans. The current deal is not working when we're bombing other countries and have money for war. Booker criticizes Democrats who didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I did see this clip actually, but let's take a look here. I Let's just watch it. Let's just watch it. Oh no, let's just watch it. I have some things to say, but let's just watch it.
I don't agree with everything she says. I saw it with Kamala Harris. There are too many people that say, I don't agree with her on everything. I mean, 90 out of 100, I agree with her, but those 10, I can't do it. Well, you may disagree with her on 10% of her views, but you let someone get in office who you disagree with on everything. I don't agree with everything she says.
Okay. There's another topic tonight that is going to touch on this, so I am going to hold the majority of my opinions until we get to that. But this idea, um, that 10%, man, that 10% that you disagree with her on, if it's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker. I don't know what these people don't understand about that. Like, some people have hard lines, some people have things that they will not do. I'm exhausted, man. We keep it's been a year, man. Like, are we gonna do this for the next 3 years? Next, what, 2.5 years? Is this what we're doing? If the Democrats lose the next presidential election, are we doing it for another 4 years? Like, what? At what point do we stop and say, "Hey, man, maybe the candidates should run a better campaign to bring in more votes"? When is that the time? Like, when do we do that? When can we do that? Ugh. And then there's Kamala. And then there's Kamala. Mamala's back, baby. Look at her. Harris on prioritizing women with investments to home health care and childcare. If we are going to invest in the future and the strength and the well-being of the women of America, pay take take attention to these economic issues. Economic issues are women's issues, and women's issues are economic issues. There is no separating. Kamala Harris in Detroit says President Trump was pulled into this war by Bibi Netanyahu and is using the Iran war as a feeble attempt to distract from the Epstein files.
Of the list of what is the most corrupt, callous, and incompetent presidential administration in the history of the United States. Period. And so on this of the list of what is empirical evidence of that point, let's talk about this war. He entered a war, got pulled into it by Bibi Netanyahu. Let's be clear about that.
Yes.
Entered a war that the American people do not want, putting at risk American service members. And among the many consequences of it, it includes jacking up the cost of gas so that on average Americans are paying at least $15 more to fill up their tank. Diesel costs 50% more, so that's what fuels a semi, a truck, that otherwise delivers our food and our household items. And where do we think that cost is going to land? It's on the consumer. Let's understand that it is also, as he is wont to do and has always been, his feeble attempt to distract from the Epstein files.
Like, yeah, I mean, technically she's not wrong, but I'm not sure what. Like, I don't want to hear it from her, you know. You had your chance, man. You had your chance. What are the quotes saying? Does she not realize we have the capacity of memory? Right, like, like, like what are we doing? Like, you had a chance to do this dance before the election, Kamala, and you made no effort to distance yourself from Israel or from Biden's approach to Israel and Gaza. You did nothing. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. What am I supposed to do with that, dude? And also, yeah, saying this in a heavily Arab community as the former VP of an admin that was also duped by the Bibi government is a choice. LOL. Exactly. What else can we say, dog? Like, you played a part in the genocide. And then these people saying, preach, please, 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 please grow up, 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 please grow up. Grow up, grow up. Grow up and look in the fucking mirror, please. I'm begging you. This is not preaching. This is K-Hive, wake up. K-Hive, stand up. K-Hive, it is time to let go. Please. There are other people out there for you to latch onto, please. We must let Mamala go. Oh man. Like, if you hear this and you're like, yes, Kamala Harris is preaching, she is doing exactly what she needs to be doing, she is so right, yes, queen. Why didn't she say this before? Why didn't she say this when she was vice president? About her own president, who was also, I don't know, taken in by by Israel, by Bibi Netanyahu, because he was a fucking Zionist. And I'm saying was because I think that man's dead, okay? Past tense. Fuck him. Joe Biden was a fucking Zionist, a fucking genocidal pig who did not give a fuck about the Palestinians, and his legacy should be genocide. And Kamala Harris, rather than saying that when she had the opportunity to, when she had the motivation to, every motivation, in fact, to separate herself from Biden, made the decision not to. And now, everybody, every single fucking person, every fucking liberal wants to blame the left, wants to blame people who decided that genocide was a red line for them for the loss. And I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. I'm really tired, man. Like, at some point, we gotta let go. Like, oh my god. 2028 campaign slogan, send this woman to The Hague. Like, lock her up. Can we bring it back? Let's bring it back. Lock her up. We're bringing it back. This time it's Kamala. Alright, dude. Fucking hell. Harris says Trump is pretending to be a mob boss and even offers an impression of him. Oh, this is gonna be great, I'm sure.
All right. Pretend that basically he's some kind of mob boss. I'm serious about this. He's just basically sitting back there saying, all right, you get Eastern Europe. You can take Asia. I'm gonna take the Western Hemisphere and whatever else I want. And we'll just divide it up. Instead of assuming some responsibility that America always has. Pretend that basically
Okay. Alright. Sure, why not? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why the fuck not, bro? That wasn't even a good impression. Are you kidding me? You can do better than that. I can do a better Trump impression than that. And my Trump impressions are terrible. Like, holy fuck. That's crazy. Alright, fine. You do that, man. Alright, okay. No, that's great. That's fucking great. Playing with the volume here a little bit. Hold on. Ugh. Okay. Chinky Scoob. Okay. That's crazy, Kamala. You can do better than that. You're a better actor than that, too. That's so bad. That was so bad. Phoned in, man. We are going to win the midterms, but it is going to be difficult. We are going to win the midterms with literally no help from you, bro. And she took pictures with children. Oh, that's cute. I guess. That's cute. That's cute. I'll say it's cute. What else we got here? Anything else? Oh, Whitmer. That's crazy. She's back home for once. She's like never in the state anymore, so that's actually surprising. Like, I didn't even know she was home. Okay. Then talked to Gary Peters to talk about his replacement. We have 3 really wonderful candidates that are running for the Senate. I'm confident in all their abilities, and now they need to get out and make their case to the people in the state of Michigan. That's the most centrist, middle-of-the-line position you could have taken, my guy, but alright. Sick. Love to see it. And then Senator McMorrow.
Republicans are going all in to put Mike Rogers into the U.S. Senate. Our job is to send his ass back to Florida. I am the only candidate in this race with a track record of knowing how to fight, knowing how to win, and knowing how to deliver. So are you ready to show the rest of the country what it looks like to fight like Michigan? Are you ready to show the rest of the country what it looks like to win like Michigan? Rights. We expanded voting rights.
God. Look at that shot, though. Oh, God. That's crazy. You got a duel back here. McMorrow. Okay. Huh. I don't know, man. I mean, I do know. McMorrow is we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. And then Abdul Al Sayed speaking.
Medicare for? Money out of? Money in your? Medicare for? Money out of? Money in your? Medicare for? My name is Abdul Al Sayed. I am running for U.S. Senate because it just should not be this hard. It shouldn't be this hard to afford a second bag of groceries. It should not be this hard to work the same job tomorrow you worked yesterday. Should not be this hard to take your kid to a dentist or see a doctor. Should not be this hard to pay your taxes and know that that money's going to be spent to build schools and health care for your kids rather than to drop bombs on somebody else's kids. Shouldn't be that hard. I never grew up thinking I was going to run for office. My parents gave me an 11-letter first name. I wanted to be a doctor. And I wanted to be a doctor because I could go 15 hours to my father's native Egypt or 15 minutes into the city of Detroit.
Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. I mean, this whole thing has been like I think it's just kind of proven that their whole smear campaign against him is not really working. Like, it's like, doesn't seem to be having much of an effect when it comes to the excitement on the ground here. And then the response to Haley Stevens has just been hilarious. I mean, look at this, dude. Look at this. I don't know. It's just not working. Your attempts are not working, dog. Oh man. Oh, we got a land acknowledgement. Sick. Love to see it. State of Michigan occupies the ancestral, traditional, and contemporary lands I'm not even gonna try and say it, man. It would be disrespectful. It would be disrespectful. It would be incredibly rude and disrespectful. Because I would butcher it so hard. Alright, let's get to today. Most of that was from yesterday. Some of that was from today. But specifically let's get to McMorrow's big move of the let's get to McMorrow's big move of the day. She wanted to make her mark, and I guess this is how she planned to do it. Like, one, holy fuck, Batman. Like, like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Hold on. There's another video. There's another video, man, and it's so... Here we go. This one. Like, look at this shit. The giant cutout. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Look, I am a big advocate for having a little fun and whimsy in our lives. But there is a time when you should be serious. And I think that if you're running for Senate during the times that we currently live in, when the Trump administration is, you know, running rampant, doing its thing, perhaps you should leave the marching band at home next time. I don't know. Like, maybe you should just not... Nobody else did. The kids who are, like, phoning it in too, man. Like, you... like, close enough. Welcome back, Kamala? I don't know. Oh my god, bro. Alright, anyway. And then yeah, you have Mitch Voter here, who I rumor has it does not live in Michigan. Is that true? If anybody knows, please let me know, because I still am not sure about this one. Yeah, it just says they're based in the United States, so I don't know. I don't know if they live in Michigan. My rumor has... Oh, yeah, New Jersey. It says it right fucking here, duh. Dumbass. Right in front of your eyes, man. So wait, what the fuck? You Mitch Voter does not live in Michigan? Hello? Hello? That's like the biggest fraud of my life, man. What are you doing? That should be illegal. You should not be allowed to do that. You should not be allowed to be an account with nearly 100K followers. Have your name be you Mitch voter. Also, you're 26? I'm older than you? Ain't no fucking way. Huh? Alright, I'm done. Fucking, nope, we're done. We're done here. We're done here. Fucking fuck that shit. Fuck you. Oh no. Let me see if I can find the video of this is kinda embarrassing for McMorrow. This was like right after she was speaking. Michigan Senate, Mallory McMorrow, who's running for Michigan Open U.S. Senate seat, just finished speaking, and immediately chants of Abdul breakout. So yeah, I think that the whole plan that they had this week did not really pan out, or the last few weeks did not really pan out. The whole Hasan Piker is toxic and Democrats shouldn't campaign with him thing, it didn't really work. It didn't really work. Haley Stevens also got booed.
Michigan Democrats, I'm standing up here with my friends from Unite Here, who have endorsed my campaign for the United States Senate, the working people of Michigan. Look, I'm going to tell you all, I'm a daughter of Michigan. I was the daughter of small business owners. My dad was born right here in the beautiful city of Detroit. And
LOL. Her parents were a small business, guys. Just like Kamala. Just like Mamala. Her mother was a small business. Her dad was a small business.
my life's work has been defined by putting up my hand for Michigan in tough moments. That is exactly what I did for Michigan when I served as Chief of Staff on the U.S. Auto Rescue alongside the great men and women of the UAW.
She's so Rizless, dog. Ooh, anyway, I mean, like, that's one person that we don't have to worry about, I guess. Although I do kind of worry, I don't think it's gonna happen, but, like, worst case scenario, obviously, splitting of the vote happens here with McMorrow and Abdul El Sayed, and Haley Stevens somehow sneaks in there, but I don't think that's really possible. But that's like my nightmare scenario. Yeah. Yeah, didn't work out. Did not work out. Not working out. Oh my god, I figured out she's just Michigan Kamala Harris. It's kind of feeling that way. McMorrow. It's kind of given that. Like, this is not endearing to me. Like, I'm not charmed by this little dance here that she's doing. I'm not like, yeah, that's so lovely and fun. Look at her go. Mallory McMorrow walks into the second half of today's convention flanked by drum kings and a whole lot of supporters. Many are calling it McMentum. Who is calling it McMentum? Who is many? Who is many? Who is calling it McMentum, dog? Alright. Sure. McMentum. The political message here is me, 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 me. Yeah, I mean. Oh my god. What the hell? I don't. I just think this was. Like, be serious. Be serious. I can't. You're not a serious person. You can't teach rhythm. Mallory is genuinely hitting that move. McMent. Okay, we found the one person calling it McMentum. Also, she's also like not. she's really not doing so hot, but all right. So Mallory McMorrow is interesting because she keeps doing the whole like I'm not supported by APAC thing, but she did, from what I understand, sort of shop herself around here to APAC. We don't quite know what she gave them, like the plan that she sort of showed them, like what she said she would represent and shit, but yeah, not a fan, to put it lightly. I personally will be voting for Abdul El Sayed, if that was not clear already, in case you were wondering. um, yeah, there's not a whole lot else to say. Their whole plan to discredit and sort of take down El Sayed did not work. I think it backfired in an incredible way. It obviously gave him far more attention, especially even on like a national scale. Um, which is good because that was honestly the concern, was the sort of name recognition, and I think that was a valid concern given the fact that I myself had completely forgotten that I had voted for Abdul El Sayed in the uh governor like primary when he ran against Gretchen Whitmer. I had completely forgotten that was him. It's been a few years, obviously, but I like had like a moment where I was like reading something and it said that he ran, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh fuck, right, that was him. I did vote for him then. Probably not a good sign that I didn't remember, but then this whole thing happened, and I think he's in a much better place, to be honest with you. I think that there is a much higher chance here against McMorrow. And the more McMorrow does shit like this marching band thing and just sort of continues to be a lackluster and uninteresting candidate, the more I see Abdul El Sayed gaining momentum. And I hope that he, you know, is able to sort of stick the landing there. I do want to actually check and see what he got in the primary against Whitmer, because I don't think it was like too bad. Um, what year was it? Was it 2018? Don't remember what year it was. It's been a fucking minute. It's been a fucking minute. Abdul say I got 30% to Whitmer's 52, which is still like obviously a lot for Whitmer, but not bad, honestly, given the circumstances. So I do kind of predict that he will do better this time, and hopefully we will see the light here. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. Here's the yeah yeah yeah. No, I think we'll see what happens here. I'm excited. I'm excited for this race, to be honest with you. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready to fucking get Michigan some better representation in the goddamn Senate here. Also, my crack shot theory here is that if we could get Abdul El Sayed elected to the Senate here, that's gonna be fun for Alyssa Slotkin, who loves to play the moderate position, right? She loves to talk about how more like progressive leftist policies will not work in Michigan. Michigan doesn't want it. The people of Michigan don't want it. So my hope is that Abdul El Sayed gets elected, we prove her wrong, and she then has to sort of either readjust, move in a more progressive direction perhaps, or maybe not get reelected. Which, ooh, oh no. Whatever shall we do? Alyssa Slotkin no longer in the Senate? Oh, so sad. Boo-hoo. Oh no. So that's my hope. That's my goal. That's what I'm praying for here. That's what I'm wishing for. Okay. Was that all I had for the Michigan stuff? Oh. Yes and no. Yes and no. Hold on. So, in the same sort of vein as the, Michigan Senate run, we have dipping our toes back into influencer shit here for a second, because we unfortunately are forced to with the attack of Hasan and the pushing of this association with Hasan being so terrible when it is proven not to be. McMorrow, again, like I said, has her whole thing about not taking APAC money, because that's the big thing now. That's the big thing Democrats are saying and doing, is they don't take APAC money. Sometimes they take, I guess, like APAC adjacent money. I don't know what the best way to call it is. It's not like APAC money, but it's like the same sort of lobbies and that kind of thing, the same sort of pro-Israel lobbies and entities. So it's practically APAC money. But also, like I said earlier, McMorrow had submitted, I guess, I don't know what it's called. What is it called? The policy papers, yeah, the Israeli policy papers that she submitted to APAC, and we do not know what they said, but we know that APAC liked what they saw. But here's McMorrow.
Do you accept money from APAC? No. I have never accepted money from APAC. I will never accept money from APAC, not on this campaign or any campaign. It's just not true. And there is a ton of misinformation out there online, but my FEC reports are public and you can check for yourself. Do you accept?
All right, yeah, pretty straightforward. But like Hasan points out, I'd love to see the Israel policy papers your campaign privately gave to APAC. And the reason I wanted to talk about this specifically is because a certain person who I have talked about a little bit before, but a certain Ethan Klein, I guess employee now. She's been upgraded, right? From like fan channel to employee. That would be the girl with the microphone. And she, of course, has to take every position that is anti-Hasan. Chimes in and she says, "And where did you hear that, Hasan? From your own butt?" Implying he made it up. Which, okay. That's crazy. He made it up. Oh, wow. Oh, except he didn't. Except he didn't. What's this? What's this? Oh. Oh, it looks like a clip from Dropsite News from September 10th, 2025. On a private donor call in August, a backer of Michigan Senate candidate Mallory McMurrow said that he had read her private AIPAC position paper and that it is outstanding. Her campaign denies to Dropsite News that she produced one, but there's a recording here. There's a recording here. This is Sarah, Scott's wife. So I want to kind of go back to what Kelly said about Israel. One of my big concerns as we're talking money is that AIPAC contributes to Haley Stevens, which allows her to beat Levin in the last campaign. Most of the people I know, especially younger Jewish people, And then, where is it? What I will say is that I think that Mallory is where most of the electorate is. AIPAC doesn't get involved in the... So I think that our hope is that AIPAC doesn't get involved in the race. But, yeah, we will wait and see. Because they absolutely will get involved. Where is it? Here we are. They know very clearly that I am supporting Mallory and why I'm supporting her. And I have read her AIPAC position paper. It's outstanding. Right there. What do you know? Here.
I've talked with them directly because I know leadership locally and nationally. And they know very clearly that I'm supporting Mallory and why I'm supporting her. And I've read her AIPAC position paper. It's outstanding. I don't know if it's public or not. Mallory will benefit, I believe, because that rule is going to hit Haley very hard over it. And so there might be a bad spend, but I'm told it's going to provide some cover on that. But I'll tell you that I was concerned with the Bernie vote and some of the public comments that were made.
Her policy paper is not public, by the way. That's the issue. It is not public. Michigan Democratic Senate candidate privately drafted outstanding AIPAC position paper supporter claims. And again, this is from September 10th. Months ago. This information has been publicly available for months. But yeah. Publicly available for months. And you would think it would be pretty easy for someone to just look into that. But the girl with the microphone said no, can't do that. Because again, every position she has is anti-Hasan. And I mean every fucking position. Like every position she fucking has is meant to be against Hasan Piker. Which is probably why Ethan loves her, I guess. Why Ethan has given her a spot on the podcast adjacent Harley epic mealtime freak of a man. But I did just want to take a look at some of her tweets because I'm petty and uh she irritates me. She irritates my soul, man. So this was one that she made recently. Hassan Piker hates progressive women in power and uses cryptic wording like this to discredit them to his rapidly misogynistic audience. And I just want to show you how many of her tweets are about Hassan. Okay. I just want to show you how many of her tweets are about Hassan. And I don't know what she considers herself to be. I do think she considers herself to be a leftist of some sort. I would peg her more as a liberal, but that's just my assessment. Um, so she made that post, and a lot of people, of course, chimed in with a lot to say, but we can take a look at that in a second. We also have this one. So I bookmarked a lot of these. God, that's funny. This one, which is Barack Obama and Zora Mamdani, and you just know Hassan hates this. She retweets contrapoints a lot, which was another topic we were going to get into today. But yeah, here's an example. So, I mean, Hassan talking with Summer Lee. Obviously, we like. I'm not like like this is not meant to be like a glazing Hassan session here. This is just like reality, right? You can say what you want about Hassan, but I think saying that he hates progressive women in power is just inaccurate, not true. um and when met with multiple examples that suggest the contrary, girl with the microphone here just doubles down, you know? She's like, because one woman hugged him makes him a feminist. Well, it's not one woman. There's multiple women that people are giving you that Hassan has interacted with that contradicts your statement. Like, if you think he's misogynistic, you can have that opinion. But I wish he would actually give something that supports that opinion as opposed to something that is just kind of made up in your head. And then you go around saying stuff like, tell me you don't understand misogyny without telling me you don't understand misogyny. But then, yeah, she does that post, and then it's like, and then she does the post about Mallory McMorrow, which really annoyed me because you don't even live in Michigan. You don't even live in Michigan, all right? Like, look, yes, people not from Michigan are going to be talking about this election. I am aware. Obviously, it is happening. But if you're going to chime in, at least have accurate information. At least know what you're talking about before you get involved in my state's politics. I need you to at least come correct. Like, come to the table with information. You are late. You're very late, actually, but welcome. Hello. I'm just ranting right now. It's fine. um you missed our rundown of what's happening in Michigan politics right now. And now we're ranting about the girl with the microphone because she stuck her nose in Michigan politics and it annoyed me. Because she was wrong. She was just straight up wrong. Incorrect. Came to the party incorrect. It's really my state. I claimed it. Oh, man. So, yeah, this fucking shit was very funny because you had people immediately coming in and correcting her because she was wrong. And multiple tweets about Hassan. Just all of the time. It's kind of incredible. It's kind of amazing. I did just couldn't help myself. Oh really? She stopped attacking Hassan to focus on you. That's funny. No, no, no. I have actually talked to her on Twitter before, but briefly. But no, it's just I'm laughing at some of her tweets about Michigan politics, and then of course she has to fucking chime in with Alyssa fucking Slotkin of all people, uh, talking about like this clip of Alyssa Slotkin where she was like, "Oh, Hassan calls me stupid every other week," and which is not even true, but she was defending her decision to go on Bill Maher, and I think it's interesting that instead of calling out the hypocrisy of Alyssa Slotkin going on Bill Maher and then turning around and trying to condemn Hassan Piker, she just uses this as an opportunity to attack Hassan. But she will position herself as someone who is against, bigotry and that sort of thing. So I don't understand it. I mean, you're a little inconsistent. So I don't know, man. It's it's a little funny. It's a little interesting. She's pro AOC though for 2028. Love that, I guess. Oh man. All right. That's enough of that though. I will she fucking reposts people like Chris Evans, who is a person. Definitely a person. Not someone I necessarily am a fan of, especially as we like just look at this fucking post here. Um so you had Ryan Grimm saying the crackdown of universities included expulsions, criminal charges, the actual jailing of students for as little as an op-ed, new campus rules that made criticizing Israel a punishable offense, the banning even of megaphones at demonstrations, and then Nero wonders where the protests went, such a mystery. And then he chimes in with, if black people were afraid of crackdowns and being jailed, we would still be drinking at separate water fountains. Captain America. No, in fact, his name is actually not Captain America. But he's basically saying like, oh well, if black people had given up, we'd still have segregation, and I'd argue that what Ryan is saying is more akin to what happened during like the 60s and sort of 70s to the like Black Panther Party. Like I'd argue it's more similar to that, which was successful and did significantly, like put a damper, like did significantly hinder like those organizations and those movements. So um why are black people always mentioned randomly? Because that's what Chris Evans likes to do. He's just like an account that does that, where he's like very much like, I can't really explain it. Like I don't know how to explain him. He's very much like a um it's like very libbed up, I guess, but it's just like I just think that the comparison is not necessarily there, and implying that um like state sanctioned like counter like state sanctioned like counter shit, is there nothing else to mention? Yeah, I don't know. He's trying to make a point where he's like, oh, we'd still have segregation if like we had given up like these protesters are, and it's like I don't think that's a fair comparison. I don't think that's a fair um like analogy that you're making. I think a better one would be compared to like COINTELPRO and stuff like that, but which again was successful. He's the lib dude. Yeah, pretty much. It's just but girl with the microphone loves to retweet shit like this, and it does irk me. I can't lie to you. It does irk me just a little bit. um yeah, and I just ignore him. Yeah. I do too. But I do think it particularly is interesting that she likes to retweet him on top of a lot of her other posts, because she does do that a lot too. Again, she does, I believe, consider herself a feminist and that sort of thing, but I would, very much consider her specifically a white feminist. It's definitely who likes to sort of position herself as someone who um is, anti-racist, but isn't exactly the best at it, at like actually being anti-racist. I ignore her too, except when I tried to bait you into debating her. That was before I knew you. Sorry, I troll. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Um, I've gotten worse trolls on this channel than you, so it's all right. Yeah, I usually ignore her, but she says like sometimes she'll say stuff that um like this fucking shit, because this was very fucking like this is just fucking like this is just fucking racist. Um so Hassan so Hassan obviously did his like Cuba like documentary or whatever. And in it, in my defense, I did think you would win. Well, I appreciate that. I think. um and was it this tweet? I don't know, because there was a specific tweet. I did end up quote tweeting it because it was very. I'm trying to see if it was this one. Oh no, here it is. I think it was under this one. So, like, she will make. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, you can see my reply here. So you have like this shit, and you basically have these people who are like talking about his Cuba mini doc, um, having an AI voiceover of a stereotypical African American voice for a Cuban POC was a choice. It was not an AI voiceover. It like it wasn't. It was a hired voice actor, and so the painting of the voice as stereotypical African American is in and of itself more racist than what they are accusing Hassan of doing. And I just like this is what I mean when I'm like she says shit like she has like all these people in her fucking replies that are being racist, and she sort of wants to position herself as like this woke, like progressive person, but doesn't exactly doesn't exactly like she's still saying it's AI, and we like it wasn't like we know it like it's not AI. She's still saying it's AI. Like now she is saying it. Before it was just like someone in her replies, but now she is saying it was AI, which it wasn't. So now she is making the accusation that that Hassan used an AI voiceover that shows a stereotypical black person voice. So she is now calling this actual voice actor. She's now calling their voice a stereotypical black like African American voice. Like you're not like that's like, you are not as progressive or as like woke as you think you are. Like at that point you're not. Like if you can't recognize that this in and of itself is racist. um my mom sent me money, I got drunk earlier. That's nice. Like if you can't like figure out that this is in and of itself racist, then like you're just like you're relying on incorrect information. You're relying on it being AI when it's not. And so it's just it's just shitty. It's really shitty to me. And I don't like it. Not a fan. But not surprising, because she works for Ethan Klein, who is historically anti-black and racist. So who can say why she works for Ethan, man? Who can say? Who can fucking say? Oh man. God, I just I hate it. I really do hate it. I think that's all I have to say about her though. Like AB. Yeah, yeah. I think she's more annoying than AB at this point though, because AB is like AB is just kind of sad. Like I look at AB and I'm just like, that's kind of depressing, man. Like you kind of make me sad. But she annoys me. she irks me. Um and speaking of people who irk me, we got one more person we gotta get to. Once again, we have old contrapoints. Yeah, he does not get too much airtime these days, for sure. But old contrapoints, once again. This time she went kind of a little viral. She popped off a little bit here. Got a lot of attention on this one because this one was actually really gross, I think, in a way that people weren't exactly expecting. I guess, I don't know. I think maybe this one, like, okay, so Trump's talking about going to war with Cuba, which is not necessarily surprising given what has been happening. He's talking about going after oh my god, he's talking about going after Cuba next. Again, yes, again. And Natalie comes in and she's like, sources tell me the leftist influencers got out in time. Please God. So this is a little bit of like I guess a joke. She says it's a little bit of a joke referencing, I guess, the Tim Pool. Like I guess like the Tim Pool tweet, and then the fact that they went to Cuba, right? So she's talking about like the people who went to Cuba, who were not just leftist influencers. Like I get like I am aggressively obsessed with the truth, okay? Like it's probably my weakest point, or my strongest point, I don't know, my biggest curse and like my biggest gift, whatever, because I am obsessed with the truth. I like just be honest. Like that's all I ask. You can do whatever the fuck you want as long as you are being fucking honest. Um like you can say what you want as long as you are being honest. That's it. Just engage in reality. Um Tim Pool is alive still. Yes, he is. Um but she she's like, leftist influencers got out in time. There were more than just leftist influencers on that trip, right? Like it was more than just like Hassan Piker and whoever else you think went. Like there were reporters, there were politicians, there were like, you know, humanitarian, like, you know, activists, like all sorts of people who went on that trip who were involved in taking aid to Cuba. So I do think that the whole like reducing it down to just influencers is very like silly. Like if you have your critiques, but let's be like realistic. Let's engage in reality here. So Caroline was like, Natalie, what is your fucking problem? Which, fucking holy ratio, Batman. Look at this shit. 18K to 3.1K. Like, I just delete my account at that point. What did you do to help Cuba? I strongly advocated that we not elect a president who would invade them. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's actually true. Because he did something good for once and she attacks. Yes, exactly. Exactly. She it was actually pretty yeah, I just the criticisms of this whole thing were very interesting. Like, again, if you have your criticisms, I'm not gonna like tell you like not, but like I might like disagree with you, but as long as they're based in reality and based on the actual truth, fine. Like, have your opinions. But when you start like saying shit that's like not even like necessarily 100% accurate, it's like, okay, come on, dude. Let's at least be honest here. This person said, I don't think we should treat this as a joke. It's truly a tragedy that war will be imposed on Cuba. Hundreds of people will die. This is no time for jokes. There's a lunatic in the presidency who doesn't respect international law. And I think that's really the simplest way to sort of sum this up. It's just, I think it's disrespectful. I think it's a disrespectful tweet, to be completely honest with you. Like, I get it. We can joke, but time and place. Time and place. Let me see if I can find the other tweet that I had here in regards to this. IDK, I could do without her opinions since 2016. Yeah, I personally never watched ContraPoints. Like, I've never actually watched any of her videos. She was never I guess like a video essayist that I she I just like she I'll have to find it because it's I'll read the tweet I made about this earlier because I do think that it's just sums up my thoughts on it. I'm trying to find the fucking tweet. I watched all of Bread 2 pretty much. Oh, really? Yeah, I watched like some of it, but not ContraPoints. Never quite got into ContraPoints. Oh, here we are. So this person, I think just none of her video topics like interested me. I'm more of like a topic based person. Like, I will watch, basically any video if it's like an interesting topic and the person who made it isn't like a complete piece of shit, I guess. But I went back and looked, and she made a few posts about how Biden should drop out, and in July of 2024 retweeted Harris accepting the nomination and made one post about the anti-electoral left, then didn't mention the election from July to November 2024. She's lying here. Yeah, so it's just the whole thing, the whole blaming the left for Kamala's loss is very interesting. And I have thoughts on it for sure. But there's this interaction. What did you do to help Cuba? I strongly advocated that we not elect a president who would invade them. She did not do this. You are aware that the embargo on Cuba is not a new thing and existed even before Trump. Would Kamala Harris have invaded Cuba, yes or no? Would she get rid of all the sanctions in Cuba? And I think that's something that people are like really trying to hinge on. They're like, oh, to be fair, she lost on her own. Yes, that is the that is that is the point that should be made, but people love to not make that one. Um, and I think like the frustrating thing is like, um, people are loving to like hinge on this whole like, oh, Kamala wouldn't have, you know, she won't go to war with Cuba or she wouldn't do this to Cuba, and it's like, I guess I can't even say that. I'm honestly gonna be honest with you. I can't even say that she would not have put the sanctions like back on Cuba, right? Because Biden did what released them like the last day he was in office or whatever. I'm not even confident that she could not have been persuaded to put them back on Cuba. So I I just and I'm not even sure that Biden got rid of all of the sanctions on Cuba. But it's just it's very there's this whole desire to blame the left for Kamala's loss. And I did make a tweet about this because I don't think it's her. I don't think it's I don't think it's well, I don't think it's her all TBH. Um I'm not sure what you're referring to. But I did make a tweet. And it was just that the idea that leftists didn't vote for Kamala is very funny to me because, yes, a lot of us threatened not to in hopes she would change her policy. She didn't, and a lot of us still bit the bullet and voted for her just to get blamed for the loss anyways. That's sick, man. Kamala tried to move to the center and still couldn't get the more apathetic voters off the couch. On top of that, leftists were not the only people put off by Biden's response to Gaza. If there is data to suggest that leftists actually contributed to Kamala's loss in a significant way, I would love to see it. I don't really think the president has as much power as we think. I think it depends. I think it definitely depends. I think that like I think that Trump is so easily bought that we're forgetting how much power the president does actually have. But yeah, so it's just this desire to blame the left is very it's exhausting and it's stupid because I do think that you're punching at air and you're not really getting anything done. You're not really having an effective conversation. You're not um the amount of actual leftists I think that didn't vote for Kamala is probably fairly small. I don't think it's a big enough number to make a I think donors have the real power. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I think that's kind of what I mean is like Trump is like so easily bought by his donors and shit, and obviously other candidates are too. Um, but there's a reason they're buying the president. It's because the president has power. So it's like a mutually beneficial relationship there, I guess. But yeah, I just I hate it. I really do hate that shit. That like this constant insinuation that the left is responsible and the reason for it, and it's just like who who boy, man. Who boy. There's a world, man. There's a whole world out there. Holy fuck. Why are you so locked in to um oh, and then fucking Matt Lieb. Damn, I hope Trump doesn't attempt a genocide in Cuba cuz then you'd have to wait 2 years to say a single word about it. I can't wait until your next stream on Sunday. Why? What is next Sunday? I'll get my first tax return. Oh, nice. Oh man. Anyway, that's what Natalie's up to right now. She's getting dunked on. by everybody for this shit, and she should be, because like it's a very callous thing to say, and it just kind of shows that you don't actually care about the people. Like, you don't care about the Cubans. You don't care about the people who are actually affected by this. You just care about getting your dunks in. You care about taking shots at the left, and you care about specifically taking shots at Hasan Piker, I imagine, because he is your boogeyman for some reason. Oh my god. Oh man. So yeah, that's whew, that is that. I think that is all I have on contrapoints for right now. I don't think she's said or done anything in the in the last few hours here. To We can take a look, actually. Let's see what she got going on. I also don't know why she's still back on. Like, I don't know why she came back to Twitter. Cubans have great breakfast sandwiches. Oh, okay. Do they? I'm sure they do. Also, this fucking photo. It's from when Gretchen Whitmer was hiding behind the binder in the Oval Office or at the White House, and someone photoshopped the McMorrow face over it. Oh my god. That's so stupid. We're so fucking stupid. This election is gonna be so stupid, man. Oh my god, I can't. Where the fuck was it? I was going to find contrapoints. Like, contrapoints. What are you doing? She's still around. Wow. Yes, yes. Yeah, not a whole lot. No, she did have this one to say, I guess. Very exciting time to be a left liberal. Oh man. It's funny because ContraPoints just like did a video like last month, and I'm not sure how well it did. We can see. We can do a little peek here before we wrap this segment up here. Let's see how ContraPoints is doing. How her most recent video did. Uh, uh, hmm. 1.7 million. I don't know, man. It's probably not bad, right? It's not too bad. I mean, her Hunger Games one. I mean, the Hunger here has 3 years. 3 years ago was 3.1 million. Not bad. I mean, it's still like, it's probably like still pretty close to what you would normally get. Yeah, I think that's still pretty close to what she would normally get. When did she upload? A month ago. So yeah, almost 2 million in a month. That's not bad at all. OMG, water is gone. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's very interesting how disconnected, because I don't even honestly think it's that these people, like, I do just think that her YouTube and her Twitter have like not a ton of overlap in terms of people who are maybe following her and like watching her shit at this point. Because very funny, very funny. But I mean, I didn't expect this to have like a huge effect on her viewership. I just think it's interesting how I do think that the section of people who watched her who do care about like politics has probably been turned off at this point. But interesting. Interesting. That's crazy. That's funny. All right. Because when you look at the like at the actual uploaded video, when you look at like the when you look at like the post, it didn't get like a ton of attention. Found my water. Okay, I'm glad you did. All right. Oh man, I'm gonna have to listen to people talking about Michigan politics for like months. I'm not looking forward to it, but oh no, this was the other thing I wanted to. There was one more contrapoints thing I wanted to mention. um, because again, I thought this was funny because this is obviously like an old ass clip of Hasan. Like I don't know when this clip is from, but it's not recent. But belligerent misogynists who want to yell at women all day are like 30% of the electorate. Wife beaters, live streamers, that whole genre of guy. Maybe he really can't help the Democrats. You were on his like you guys have like collabed before. Like yeah, she's been like on his stream, has she not? Like it's been a few years. But we were probably 12. But like what like you've been on her like, you've been on his stream. I think that's the funniest part about this is that like she has been on Hasan's stream and now she just like like it kind of makes it a little bit hard when it's like you're criticizing shit from like probably not too far from the time that you were also on his stream. So all right. Anyway, that's contrapoints. That's what she's up to right now. I don't know what else to say about that. I just think that she like I do think like if I'm giving her the most charitable view, I do think some of this comes from obviously just being worried, like being perhaps even scared of the Trump administration and their policies regarding trans people. What was that? Okay. My computer just like yelled at me. Oh, I think it wants to restart. Okay, well, not right now. Not right now. Anyway. But I do think so. Like if I'm being very charitable, I think that some of it comes from being worried, being perhaps scared about the Trump administration and their policies towards trans people. However, I do think it's very misdirected, misguided to focus on the left wing of the party and acting like the left lost the election for Kamala. I think you become a very unserious person when you start to act like the left is the reason Kamala lost and not Kamala and her campaign. Because yes, even though people on the left were perhaps very vocal about not voting for Kamala, a lot of people did end up just biting the bullet, just sort of, sitting down and taking their fucking medicine at the end of the day and voting for Kamala, even though they didn't want to. And the people who didn't vote for Kamala were more apathetic. They were not people who care about politics. Isn't that proof she doesn't care? I don't think she cares. I don't think she cares. But I just it is just like at that point you do just become an unserious person. You do just become, you know, even Hasan voted for her. Exactly. And that's and that's why it's very funny when people are like Hasan didn't vote for her or he voted for Jill Stein. It's like that's just not true, but okay. Like what Hasan didn't do was like Hasan did everything but outright tell his audience to go vote for Kamala. And because he did not say the words, go vote for Kamala to his audience, they will rake him over the coals for it for the rest of his days. And it's kind of incredible because like every person who, was watching his stream at the time, I do think that you probably got the message to go vote for Kamala without him saying go vote for Kamala. Like I don't understand. You're kind of a child. You're kind of a child if you needed him to like outright be like go vote for Kamala. Like maybe you should find a different approach to politics in that position at that point. Like God forbid he have a little bit more faith in his audience, I guess, and the people watching that they can maybe come to conclusions on their own. I think it's very silly. I think it's very silly. She's like 40. I don't know, man. I just uh yeah. It's it's very silly. It's very silly. It's like a silly critique and again, I am someone who will always say like you can have your opinions, you can have your critiques of people. I may not agree with you, but you can have them as long as they're based in reality, as long as they're based in fact, as long as they are not based on shit that you have made up, the shit that you have conjured out of thin air to be upset at somebody for. Because at that point, like there's nothing we can do. Like I can't like interact with you. I can't have like a conversation with you that's not based in reality. um and that is perhaps one of the more frustrating things about the state of American politics or just the like world at this point is we have a lot of people who are just kind of like no, I've like made up my mind about this thing and this thing is reality. It's real. Like this is there's no there's nothing that will convince me otherwise. And it's like but like evidence to the contrary exists and you're just gonna ignore it. Oh, okay, cool. That's sick. All right. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Um, okay. Let's see. Was there anything else here? I'm not sure. I think that was everything I had for it. Exploring stuff is kind of fun, not gonna lie. I mean, look, I can I can have fun from time to time, sure, but sometimes sometimes like if you're going to have like an actual serious critique of somebody, it should be based in reality, I think. uh um I don't know. Anyway, But before I end stream though, because I did want to just like talk about this a little bit. This is not about any particular post or anything like that. It's more about the general reaction, I guess, to Hasan, because like I personally do not hate Hasan. I do not like I may have some criticisms of him, but I don't think he's a bad person. Um and I'm not going to sit here and say that people can't think he's a bad person. If you think he's a bad person, that's fine. But I do think your opinion should be based on like reality, you know? It should be based on fact. And the environment online around Hasan has become so like toxic in regards to just like any sort of discussion regarding him because of the just influx of just right wing, both real right wingers and bots when it comes to that subject. Um People love Hasan like my mom loves me. I'm not someone who gets like super invested in like influencers and that kind of thing. Like I'm not like if I ever say I'm a fan of somebody, it's not like, oh, I'm super obsessed with them. That's just not ever been my personality or like something I do. But I try to I try to be normal about people, you know? um um I will always say that I like Hasan because not because I agree with Hasan, but because Hasan agrees with me. Okay? Like I have my opinions and Hasan happens to agree with them. Not the other way around. So it's but it is interesting how just sort of like toxic and aggressive it has become to any sort of just like conversation online about Hasan, and how it just like does not translate to the real world at all. Um it is interesting. It is interesting, and I do think it is more about especially when it comes to the Democratic Party and politics specifically, it's more about ostracizing people like Hasan and people who agree with Hasan than it is about hating Hasan specifically. Um which is, you know, obviously a problem in and of itself. And I just think that it's weird. Like it's just like a weird reaction. It's a weird environment that has developed. I don't know how long it lasts. I'm a radical. I fell into bad empanada pipeline. Like again, I don't care if you like don't like Hasan. Like that's fine. Like I just think that it should be based in reality. It should be based on like actual things that he has said and done that you don't agree with. Like that is my like bare minimum ask when it comes to not liking somebody, you know? Like um and that's not to say that you can't like dislike somebody on like a vibes based kind of thing, because like sometimes it just happens. Sometimes you just don't fuck with somebody's vibes, and I think that's fine. Um but in those cases I do think you should be normal about it still. Just like don't be like under every single post or whatever that, you know, they're making, and just try to be like a normal human about it. Um but people are just rarely ever normal when it comes to this shit, and it's just weird. It's just a strange thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's not that I don't it's not that I don't dislike him. I just don't think Democrats are the answer. I mean, that's fair, and that's totally fair. And yeah, I think that's a fair position to have. Like I personally am someone who's, you know, I think that there's there's things we can do sort of within the system, I guess, to move things in the direction, but ultimately I think that true change is going to come from outside of the system. It's not going to come from sort of electoral politics and that kind of thing. But like we can, we can multitask is sort of my approach to it. But also just like, if you don't agree with like the candidates he supports, that's fine. I think it's more like the people who take up like positions that are just like not fucking true or just like things that are like completely um like out of like context, I guess. And there's just there's a lot of attacking Hasan as like a person, and when I think people want to actually attack his politics and his like views on things as opposed to tackling those things, they just go after him as a person. And I think that's a weak position to take. um like if you're gonna go after him, go after the policies, go after the things that he thinks, should happen, like go after his views. But I don't know. I just think I think it's like and that goes for like anybody. That's not just Hasan. That's just like in general. If you're gonna have like opinions of somebody, I think it should be, like go after the things that you specifically don't like that are like, tangible, as opposed to making shit up or whatever. It's just a little silly. It's a little silly. It's a little weird. Bit strange. Well, to be fair, he does things bad for optics, but he's better than most. Yeah, I'm not a huge optics person. Um I think like caring about optics is kind of touch and go. Like I mean, like sometimes I do think that optics are maybe like, important or like necessary, but um like the Republicans and the conservatives and shit, they're gonna paint you in like the worst light possible no matter what. And so I do kind of understand someone like Hasan not caring too much about optics, because like at this point he's kind of already going to get like the worst, like least charitable interpretation of what is like happening. So I kind of understand it, but I'm also not like a huge optics person to begin with. Well, I mean, don't go to the Oscars, LMAO. I mean, like I don't know. I personally don't care about that. I personally don't really care about that. Like it's just not something that I think is that important. Hold on. It's fucking Tamagotchi, bro. I understand that, but uh like I think it's just kind of like it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know how much it matters. It just makes him look in the system. Yeah, I can understand. I kind of understand it, but I think that like consistent actions are like more important, and like consistently um in my opinion, Hasan does things that consistently sort of don't like he does enough things, I guess, that make it so that stuff like that doesn't really set off alarm bells for me. It doesn't really concern me. It's like at that point, it's just kind of like, I don't know. I guess let the guy have a little fun. uh, but like whatever. Like I do think like I do think that's at least like a better critique, or like a not like a better critique, but um like a better position to have than just being like hating him for like, I don't know, something he at least didn't do. Like at least there's like, okay, you have like an actual real tangible thing that he did. I personally don't necessarily agree with it, but at least you have like a thing that is based in like actual reality. um like what? Um like what do you mean? Hold on, oh god. But oh, do you mean like what he does that um personally to me it's more of a gut feeling. And I think that's like fine. I fucked up. Shit. They're gonna get hit by a meteor. My Tamagotchi just got hit by a meteor. Oh no, they looked so fucked up. I wish I could show you this. um oh Jesus. They're like fucking they're fucked up. Oh no. Yeah. Do you know what a Tamagotchi is? Like the little like toys that you get with like the little guys in it. Take care of them. They're like 90s toys technically, but they have like a newer version that's okay, that doesn't seem fair. The Tamagotchi. Sorry, I'm distracted. Give me a second. I had to stop and check on it. It's like a toy cat. Yeah, it's like a little toy. But sometimes you some for the one that I for the newer one, they have like random events, and there's like one event where you have to like defend, I guess, like your little planet from meteors, and I fucked up. They all got hit by a meteor, and they were all super bruised and battered, and it was not fun. I felt really bad. Anyways, uh Hassan, what does he think, what has he done to make you think otherwise? um I just mean I'm not sitting here to be like he's like a like the pinnacle of activism or whatever. But I do think he like yes, if my cat got hit by a meteor, it's kind of unfair. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was unfair. I fucked up. But I just mean that like I think that generally he does like generally I think he tries to, be a net good. Like I don't think he's necessarily cynical or nefarious. I think that he does believe the things he believes, and while I don't while he may like not well sometimes he may, I don't know, fall short, may not necessarily, I don't know, rise to the occasion in some people's eyes. I do think that he does he does sort of try and do like good things, and I um as far as like, you know, what he does with his money in like a personal basis, I don't know. I can't necessarily attest for that, and I'm not gonna sit here and try it to. But my mom is taking care of my cat now. Okay. But I wouldn't be mad if a meteor hit and she wasn't able to protect her, you know. That's fair. That's fair, yeah. But I just like I think that, you know, I think that his politics and stuff, like I think that he does attempt to sort of be a net good for people, you know. But he's just a person. He's just a person. He's just an influencer. I think that people kind of ascribe a certain status to him that I think is not necessary. At the end of the day, he is still just a person who is, you know, but I think that like the accusations of like being like a champagne socialist and that kind of thing are a little silly because we don't necessarily live in a socialist society and expecting him to live like a socialist in a capitalist society I think is a little bit silly. Like you can maybe have your opinions on what he spends his money on, but um I'm pretty sure she'd run. Cats are fast. Cats are fast, they are. But I don't think that that like stuff like I think that some of the attacks when it comes to his like finances and how he spends his money are a little silly. Um and I also just think that for a lot of things it's a very surface level judgment. Like when he goes to an event, I don't necessarily know everything that went into the decision of him going to an event, you know? Like so it's like I don't necessarily care about like certain things I guess that he does. So contrapoints will destroy him in this debate. I think it would be an interesting interaction, that's for sure. Um but I do think Hassan has his flaws. I think that he is too charitable at times. I do think that he um is perhaps too willing to give people the benefit of the doubt, and it does come back to bite him. It does, you know, it does sort of blind him at times to certain red flags. But um yeah, I don't know. I do think a lot of the criticism he gets can be a little bit oftentimes not coming from a place of good faith, I guess is the best way to put it. But that's not to say that there isn't any legitimate criticism of Hassan. I, you know, again, you can have your critiques and that kind of thing for sure. But I don't know. It's interesting, and I think it's just that I don't see it. I don't see this like reaction to anybody else. Um, like I don't see anybody that gets this kind of like reaction that Hassan gets from people. So I do think it's a little bit fascinating that he manages to like elicit this response from so many people. um, but either way, I don't know. I think he's just a person, you know. He's just another person who do you watch his streams? I do sometimes, yeah. Um sometimes, yeah. So, um but I don't know. I stopped watching him for years. Um there was a long period of time where I did not watch Hassan for a long time. But yeah, only stream I watch is you. That's interesting. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate you you hanging out. I'm honored. um no one else streams at this time. Yeah. I do like I like having the sort of later slot. I am a fan of having the later slot. It is I do think it's I like having this sort of like night stream. But I am probably gonna wrap it up here in a little bit. But yeah. All of that to say regarding Hasan, just to like wrap that up, have your criticisms, have your takes, but as long as they're, based in reality, just be normal. And ultimately, I just think Hasan is just a normal person. He's just a he's just a person. He's gonna do shit that people don't like. He's gonna do shit that people disagree with. I think that I just kind of think that um that you just gotta be like normal, but like you can have your gut feelings about him too. I do think trusting your gut is important as well, but in those scenarios, I don't know, just again, be normal. Like I think people are just no longer being normal. I think that we've stopped being normal about things, and we need to once again be normal about shit. That's all I'm asking. I'm begging us to once again be normal. Oh man. He's just from California. It's okay. Like I mean, like I guess that's like what I guess that's like what I'm trying to say is um I to me Hasan is not any more or less off-putting than any other influencer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So for him to get this like level of reaction, it is because of his politics. It is because of his like political interests. And I do think that's it's a little silly. It says something, No one from New York is normal, okay? That's fair. That's fair. Um but yeah, I do think that is my ultimate sort of take there is that he's not any more or less off-putting to me than any other influencer. So the like level of reaction he gets is it's very interesting. uh, Ethan Klein is off-putting. Ethan Klein is off-putting. That's for sure. Um uh but Ethan Klein has done some particularly extreme things, and I wouldn't say the same for Hasan, but again, people can definitely disagree with me. I'm sure there are things that people would perhaps consider are more extreme, I guess, or more important to their judgment than I would, but I don't know. Oh, there was one other thing. Candace and Laura Loomer, I think, are fighting again. That's fun. Oh man. Oh man. Yes, again. I don't even know what this is about this time. Um I guess maybe Candace thought she had blocked her. Hold on. I'm trying to like decipher what's happening here in real time. So Laura Loomer posted this saying, "Bitch can dish it out, but she sure as hell can't take it. Come on, Candy O." Candy O is crazy. Tax returns. I don't know. But Candy O is crazy. I thought you wanted to play a game. And then we've got some proposed community notes here. Laura Loomer just presents a screenshot that doesn't show which account of hers was blocked. Meanwhile, Candace Owens has shown which account she blocked. Candace does not block Laura Loomer's main account. She blocked a different account that Laura Loomer is running. And then, note not needed. No way to tell who is truly telling the truth. Candace does not provide the name of the fake account she claims she blocked. Very little to go off of to check the credibility of the claim that Laura was using a fake account. Oh my god. I will say, signing up for fucking community notes on this goddamn website, one of the best decisions I've made because it is funny. There are some fucking... Sometimes they get funny down there. She probably didn't even mean it, otherwise she deserves props. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're fighting over here. Hold on. Oh my god. We need to need to be done.
Another L for you!
AI is done. I'm done with AI. I'm done with AI. Laura Loomer's sharing this. What the...
Let's play a game. Game on. Let's play.
Stop, please!
Take me out! Another L for you! Keep taking me out!
Are you fun? It's still crazy what she did to her face. Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck? Like, Candace is auto win if she wants. Oh man. Oh, that's what you meant by tax returns. I see. I found it. Is Laura trying to like out her for her like financials or something? What is going on? That'd be first thing to go for. Yeah, so I guess Laura Loomer made this post. Candace and Laura are fighting again. And Laura said, Can you please tell me more about the second home you just purchased for $7.8 million and put inside a trust? Why do you have $2 million? Why do you have oh my god, why do you have two multi-billion-dollar homes in the same town? Are you and George living separately? I love the idea of her and her husband living separately in multi-million-dollar homes. Like, I don't think even Candace has that kind of pull, man. I don't think Candace has that kind of pull. Okay. IDK what you mean. I just want my tax return. IDK when it comes, it's my it's my first time. George. Yeah, her husband, George. Candace's husband. I guess they're talking, I guess did you disclose these assets in your lawsuit with the Macrons? Are you hiding assets to avoid being held accountable for your alleged defamation of France's first lady? Should I keep going? And then she added Emmanuel Macron. She tagged Emmanuel Macron. I love the idea of Macron just like getting on fucking Twitter for some reason. I don't know. I don't think he checks his own account, but I love the idea of Macron checking his fucking account and seeing a fucking tag from Laura Loomer. Oh man. Oh, that's my favorite shit, bro. I love it. I love it when people tag like the most insane people. Like, I love when random people will tag, like, I don't know, like some CEO or something and be like, "Have you seen this?" Or, like, they'll tag, like, the FBI. I should open Twitter again. You know you should. You should follow me. Follow me on Twitter, guys. Um, oh, man. Tag the media, Larry. You're really on to something. Candace, why are you not addressing my report about Battery Lane Trust? How come you own two homes worth nearly 12 million less than 2.3 miles from each other? How come you are hiding this trust? Are you hiding money from the Macrones? And then she tagged Macron again. Two tags from Laura Loomer in his fucking mentions now. You can downplay this all you want, but I have the receipts and the Macrones can file a motion to pierce your trust. I'm sending these I'm sending these records to them. She's sending the records to the Macrones. Keep implying I'm a man too, Candace. I know where you're hiding your money. You seem to be very fond of accusing women of being men and then getting sued for your defamation. Well, people do real estate. I'll make a Twitter again this week. Oh my god. That's so funny. And she's still going. Like they're like, oh my god. A 2022 Nashville. I love when she says exclusive because she'll say exclusive. Um like she was like caught on camera and it was like a screenshot from Hasan's stream. So it's like you're you're trying to act like you have like exclusive information all the time and then it's not exclusive. Exclusive. A 2022 Nashville, Tennessee property tax receipt I uncovered proves that George Farmer, Candace Owens' husband, personally paid the full $18,801.61 tax bill on one of their multi-million Nashville homes via e-check. The owner of record at the bottom of the receipt is clearly listed as the Battery Lane Trust. The trust itself didn't pay its own taxes. George Farmer paid them out of pocket with no sign that the trustee or trust accounts were involved. So I guess she's trying to like allege that Candace is hiding assets from the Macrones during the lawsuit. Like I think that's what she's trying to say. It appears the property was being treated as personal rather than as a true separate trust property. That George Farmer, that's a fake name. No, he's just British. He's just British. It's a British name. Sorry, Laura is right. No, he's just British. It's a British name. He is in fact real. It is in fact his real name, I believe. It's just that he's British. um the receipt comes straight from the public record of the Metropolitan Trustees office in Nashville, Tennessee, where Candace and George live and where Candace Owens' podcast is broadcasted. It definitely raises serious questions about whether this trust is operating the way a legitimate trust should, or if it's mostly just for show. The kind of personal involvement by George Farmer in paying taxes on trust-owned property can support arguments by Brigitte Macron's lawyers to pierce the trust in the defamation lawsuit she filed against Candace Owens. My mom went to school in England as a child. It's not a British name. I mean, he is British. That's where she met him. She had a sudden urge, she says, to go to England, and so her and Charlie planned a trip to England. And a British name is like Wayne Rooney. And so she went to England and met George. Oh man. I love how long this fucking post is too. When beneficiaries treat trust assets like their own personal property through direct payments and control, it can provide clear evidence of commingling and lack of proper separation. Candace Owens claimed her legal fees in the Macron lawsuit would be nearly $5 million, she said on video. I don't have that money. She then proceeded to ask her viewers for donations and began selling merch to cover her legal fees. She does have the money, though. Okay, so that's what she's doing. I guess she's suggesting that they're scamming. She's also scamming her followers now. Interesting. I mean, I don't believe that Candace doesn't have that money. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do have to agree with Laura, I think, on that one. Candace does sponsorships, like multiple sponsorships throughout every fucking like live stream, every video. On top of the donations, I don't, and she's been at this for like, I mean, I don't know how much she was making at the Daily Wire before she left the Daily Wire, but I imagine she has to have some money saved up from that as well, right? Like I don't believe that she doesn't, like 5 million is a lot, but I don't believe that she doesn't have that money. I'm not sure I buy that. Like I maybe could. She has a lot of children. Like she has like 4 or 5 children. Like if she's really bad with her finances, then maybe. But both her and George would have to be terrible with their finances, and George doesn't strike me as somebody who's bad with his finances. He strikes me as a grew up in a fairly rich family who probably knows how to manage that shit at the very least well enough to not go broke. She runs the biggest podcast on the internet. Yeah, definitely one of the biggest podcasts for sure. I don't think that it's accurate that she doesn't have that money. It's kind of weird. How does she have 5 kids? It might be 4. I don't know exactly how many she has. Let me see. She has a lot. She hasn't even been married that long either. So like they um 4. She has 4 kids, yeah. Yeah, like her husband's she had surrogates. I don't think so. I think she had them herself. I'm not entirely sure, but here, hold on. Personal life. Owens met British politician, entrepreneur, and media personality George Farmer, the son of Lord Farmer, in December 2018 at the launch event for Turning Point UK. Owens gave birth to a boy in January 2021, a girl in 2022, a boy in late 2023, and another boy in May 2025. So 3 years back to back, and then nothing in 2024, and then another one in 2025. How have you seen her pregnant? I have not, but I was not paying attention to her before. I was not like actively paying attention to her too much before the Charlie Kirk shit. Like I obviously knew that she was doing the Brigitte Macron thing and she was getting sued, but I was not paying attention to her personal life too much or watching any clips of her or anything. So I personally did not see her pregnant, but I'm sure there's probably some videos out there of her pregnant. Okay, so go to a stream right before she was supposedly pregnant. We should see, right? Yeah, I guess we can take a look. Let's see. Well, she didn't leave the Daily Wire until like she didn't start streaming. I'm not sure if there is one before she was pregnant. I mean, when she was pregnant. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. Because I did see that this was something that this is funny to me. Jillian Michaels is talking about Hassan Piker. And I love how she used like a fucking long hair pic of him too. Me Hassan Piker, the left's rabid attack dog. That's awesome. Anyways, let's see. Candace Owens. Because she left the Daily Wire in what, 2024? So I do think she let me see. When was the latest one was in May 2025. So let's see what we have here as far as the year. This is from January 9th, 2025. The other problem is she's always sitting down. So I do think that it is entirely possible that her setup here, her and Anna can bond over that and maybe restart their pod. Maybe. I'm not sure. I know there was a time when she was uploading videos. Oh, here we go. I'm guessing it's here. Like here, because there's this podcast where she says she's back. Has anyone seen these supposed kids? She has shown them. I believe she has shown them. There's this one where she says she is back. Yep, Ian Carroll joins me for my first episode back from my maternity leave to discuss the Elon Musk and Trump drama. Yeah, there's like a period of time where like Ian Carroll took over her channel. I don't think he did live streams, but they were uploading videos. That's why there's a bunch of videos on her channel with Ian Carroll. See? That's why all of these are here. 10 months ago, she went on maternity leave. Which I did vaguely recall seeing. I did vaguely recall that there was a period where Ian Carroll was see, that's a British name. Where Ian Carroll was uploading to her channel quite a bit, and that is because 10 months ago she gave birth to her son. I still need to see the kids. I think she's like posted, like she's like I don't know if it's where is it? I know I've seen I'm pretty sure she's posted. Hold on, let me see if I can find something here. Like she's definitely posted them before. But I can't recall if she did like a video. I don't know if she's posted like a picture of all of them, but here. Do we have them not on Facebook? Do you have like another place where you've posted these that are not on Facebook? Here, whatever this site is, I guess. Here's Candace. Here's her British husband and one of her British kids. And she's like pregnant in this photo, I guess. I'm not sure that she gains much weight when she's pregnant. She might be somebody who just doesn't gain a ton. Facebook is crazy. She's not that old, is she? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so this is George here. This is George Farmer, son of Lord Farmer. I guess his father is a lord. And then that's the baby. That's a pillow. Uh, that kid looks white. I mean, like you can see the features for sure. I think the features are there. Like you can see the resemblance with Candace, but yeah, I mean the baby is definitely very light. Like the baby, I mean, but like the baby's gonna be light. Like Candace herself is not like the darkest person, and her husband is fucking white as you can be. Like her husband is British white, so like I don't know how much whiter you get. So yeah, that's a blonde baby again. Candace is not the darkest person, and George is British white. I would be more surprised if her babies were not like this fucking this white. Truly. Like my dad is half Chinese, he's not that way. I would be genuinely surprised if her kids were darker than that. But I mean they're adorable. They're adorable kids. They're cute. But yeah, I would not have expected her kids to be much darker than that. Yeah. Yep, that's Candace. She has 4 kids. She has 4 kids. She had them basically back to back to back to back. Took 1 year off and barely because she was pregnant for part of that year anyway, so. Yep, and then back to Laura Loomer. She's just she blurred out the home address on the receipt to comply with X's non-doxing TOS. Oh man. Like I love how she like. What is she even like? I can't even tell what the accusation is she's trying to make. I think it's that she's just trying to say that she's grifting off her audience. Okay, I have many aunts and uncles. Yeah, I think she's just trying to say that she's grifting off her audience. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's that's funny. That's funny. They're going at it again. She is so locked in on some of this stuff. Like Candace Owens keeps tweeting lies about me while I am posting actual receipts about her. She's a coward who could dish it out and can't take it. I just found another 6 million in Candace's secret trust. Yeah. P.S. That pic of her husband and Milo isn't AI. Homegirl is seriously coping. What picture of what? Did someone share an AI photo of her husband and Milo? That's very funny. Oh my god. She's going to need another trust just to pay for her therapy and marriage counseling and likely divorce by the time I am done with her. I'm sorry. I think you're crazy if you think Candace is leaving that man, first of all. For even if he did actually cheat on her with Milo. Like it's not happening. Um oh man. What the fuck? Like what is this picture that she's retweeting? What is this? What's wrong, Candy? Why did you block me? I'm just asking questions. I can't read because she blocked me. Most people that lie for a living block people that expose them. Oh. What is this? Wait. Oh my god, this is so long. Interesting how you are now taking the word of Milo Yiannopoulos, who my sources tell me is currently dealing with deportation proceedings because he is allegedly in the country illegally. Is it true Milo is allegedly working for you, Candace? One of your former friends in Nashville, Tennessee, contacted my tip line and said they saw him entering and leaving your house, the one with the 8 cars parked sideways multiple times. If Milo is an illegal alien and he's working for you, you could face a lot of legal consequences, Candy. Oh, man. Isn't she Jewish? Laura Loomer is, yeah. But, I guess Candace, she's saying that Candace said that she isn't, but I haven't seen that. I don't know if Candace actually said that. Milo is drug addicted, who was fired by your former Jewish boss, Ben Shapiro, former employer, for endorsing pedophilia. Why did Laura Loomer, why did she include the fact that Ben Shapiro was Jewish in this? Okay. Um, However, since you now say Milo is a credible source, Candace, I guess he's being honest when he says your husband George Farmer is a homosexual male who likes to. Okay, all right. Jesus Christ. So she's saying Milo and George fucked. Um, and she's asking if George sucked Milo's dick, if he swallowed, and did he brush his teeth afterwards. Girl, have you no shame? Oh my god. Again, I love the idea of George moving out into a multi-million-dollar home. But I don't I don't know. I mean, so there's this picture which could be allegations say it's AI. Um hmm. It could be. There's nothing that necessarily jumps out at me, but it's hard to tell if it's AI or if it's just like a kind of like a I don't think it would be I don't think there would be a picture of them taken on film. So I am going to opt for its AI. I'm going to opt for its AI. It's a picture that was possibly attempted to be reproduced, to be made, and the AI tried to mimic film because I don't think there would be a picture of them taken on film, and this looks like it was taken on film. Um, and then this one from they're dressed really weird. They are dressed weird, yes. But I mean, they're dressed in like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not quite sure that's what I would expect them to be wearing, but I'm not sure. I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm leaning towards it being AI, but who knows? And then we have these posts from I guess Milo from 2024. Candace is a wealthy woman who could have done anything and had anything. Her marriage made almost anything possible for her, but she has a fatal flaw that resurfaces anytime she's operating without strong male oversight. She doesn't know she's stupid. Oh my god. Um Let me tell you something. Candace Owens' husband is getting plunged. That's crazy. That's a crazy way to put that. Oh my god. Like, is he gay or is he just British? You know? Respectfully? Gay or European? Which one? Cue the song. Interesting. Wow. Let them fight. Honestly, let them fight. I say let them fight. I saw my dad like a shirt in that like a shirt like that in the 80s. Yeah, it does look like it does look like an older kind of shirt. That is also part of my suspicion. That's why part of me says it's AI, because it looks like an AI that it looks like AI tried to make a older looking photo and made it look too old. um it looks like AI tried to make an older looking photo, tried to make it look like it was taken with film, um, and then also put them in, attire that looks a little dated. So, see, like this is a crazy thing to post. This is a crazy thing to post. Wrecked like her husband's anus. Like, hello? This woman has like influence on our politics. This woman has had influence on our politics. This woman has a direct line to the President of the United States. Watch a show called Invincible. It's a very family show. I am familiar with Invincible. I have not watched it, but I am familiar with it. um. Oh man. All right. Like she's been going for a few hours though. Like this is from 5 hours ago. Have the week you deserve, Candace. At real Candace Owens. She's supposedly even molested someone recently. Who, Laura Loomer? You should. It's for kids. I think you're lying to me. Oh my god. Like, she's been going. Candace is about to have a very bad week. Candace Owen says anyone still supporting this man is a fraud. Candace, you hired Zionist Jewish lawyer. Be your defamation lawsuit with Brigitte Macron. That's crazy. I have not seen anything about that, but it would not surprise me. Laura Loomer is a bit of a freak. Like saying shit like everyone is a Jew hater until they get sued is crazy. Oh my god. I've got all the woke rights, properties, and financials, by the way. I'm putting all of these grifters on notice. No, oh my god, she's quoting she's quoting the father-in-law. You could watch Midnight Mass. It's a show for God-fearing Christians. I'm not a God-fearing Christian, so yikes. Rip. She's quoting the Lord Farmer. This is Candace Owens' father-in-law, by the way, the Lord Farmer. He doesn't follow his daughter-in-law on X. How do you feel about the fact that your son married the #1 Jew hater in America? Oh. 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 Okay. It's also for atheists. Yeah, I mean, I might check it out. I've heard good things about it. Oh, right. All right. What the fuck her father-in-law is on Twitter. Yeah, yeah, apparently. And Laura Loomer is quoting quoting him. And she's retweeting the quartering. What is this timeline? What is this fucking shit? What the fuck? Candy O poked the wrong bear. Candace Owens, FA, and now she's going to FO. Look at this. This is all from April 18th. Like, look how long she's been doing this. Look how long she's been doing this. Look at this. It's still going. Oh my god, did we finally reach the end? We finally reached the end. Oh my god. Thank god. Ethan Klein is really mad. Yeah, I did see some stuff about that, but I wasn't sure what exactly was going on with all of that. Oh man. All right. Yeah, so that's look at this. Look at this. Bonjour, Emmanuel Macron. Please pass this information. Please pass this information along to your wife, who, as President Trump said, is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. Also, that was a crazy thing for Trump to say. Like, full cards on the table. Come on. You can be my second follow. Laura Loomer will be my first. Oh man. Oh man, dude. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Okay. I am going to wrap the stream up here. It's almost been 3 hours. I'm going to go. Oh, Trump here. Trump did this post about like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly and Alex Jones, and he like dunked all over them, and he said, "Crazy Candace Owens, who accuses the highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when she is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is a far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close." He said Brigitte Macron is more beautiful than Candace. Emmanuel Macron's wife. Which I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. Also, a whole ass fucking predator. Like, I don't give a fuck that it's fucking France. I don't give a fuck that I guess, they don't look at that shit as poorly over there. That shit's not as frowned upon over there, I guess. Like, I don't know. I look at I will indicate what she looks like, but isn't she elderly? Yeah, she's significantly older than her husband. Interesting. I wonder why that is. I've talked about this before, but yeah, she's older. She is older, and she is significantly older than her husband. And I mean, look, say what you want about Candace Owens, but I do think that she is more attractive than Brigitte McCrow. I do think Candace might have her beat just a little bit. You know? She was his middle school teacher, right? I don't know if it was middle school or high school, but she was his teacher, yes. She was his teacher, and his parents thought that he was dating someone at his school. Then they found out it was the teacher, and then they were like, oh, yikes. And they took him out of the school, but they stayed in touch, and it's fucking crazy because like his mother like went to Brigitte Macron and was like, hey man, I know you guys are like in love or whatever, but can you like wait until he at least graduates? He's got his whole life ahead of him. Which I think is insane. Like she said, can you just wait till he graduates at least? Like, ma'am. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that, I think like hello? Like I like just no, like not at all. Like not even when he graduates. Like this is insane. Uh like I like Emmanuel Macron, you know, he's not like a, you know, he's a world leader. He's got his own fucking shit. Maybe she was hot in the 50s. In the 50s. How old do you think how old do you think Macron is? Uh, but it's like they just treat it as like a little age gap, you know? Like Brigitte Macron talks age gap in Elle France's September issue. Like it's not just an age gap. Like this is like a whole ass like predatory relationship. 25-year age difference. Like hello? Dude. Like Emmanuel's only fault perhaps is that he is younger than me. You made that choice. Like what the fuck? Oh my god. When I read about us, I always get the impression that I'm reading someone else's story. Our story is so simple. If I hadn't chosen this, I would have missed out on my life. With the manual, I've truly gotten used to the extraordinary things that happen to me that I always wonder what will be next, what will be the next adventure. And it has been going on for 20 years. Oh my god. Brigitte and Emmanuel met in their shared hometown of Amiens, where Brigitte was his drama teacher. Is she older than his mom? I don't know if she's older than his mom. I'm not sure about that, but she is old enough to be his mom. uh oh man. Then they just go on to talk about like her style. Like hello? Like hello? This is the whole ass predator. Like you just casually go, they met when it was his drama teacher. Like, oh, okay. You don't want to delve into that a little bit more? You don't want to explore that a little bit more? Don't want to dissect that a little bit more? No? Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright. That's cool. Jesus Christ, dude. Fucking insane. Oh my god. Like I think the French are weird. They do eat frogs. The French are like I don't think it's a controversial thing to say that France has some um what's the best word to put it? I don't know what the best way to put that is. Has some regressive views, I guess, when it comes to uh sort of I guess, like, I don't know, like, age of consent and that sort of thing. Like, I feel like they maybe have not caught up with some of the modern times in that regard, but oh my god. Not that there aren't, like, like, predators in other countries, of course, but a lot of them do seem to find a sort of comfort in France and a refuge in France. France and Israel. They're lockstep in that regard, it feels like sometimes. Really, I did not know that. No, it's I don't like, I'm obviously not like I'm not like an expert on it. I would not take my word at like face value when it comes to this topic. I would definitely perhaps look into it a little bit for your own, but they just it's I do feel like we get quite a few sort of stories and topics and stuff coming from France, and just in regards to this sort of thing, and it just it's a little bit of a pattern. A little bit of a pattern. A little bit of a pattern, I feel. But you know, all countries definitely have their predators for sure, but I just some of them are better at dealing with them than others, I guess. And like Israel is and like France are definitely on the lower end of that spectrum, I think. Not that America is doing a great job either, for sure, but Ugh. All right. All right. All right. I am gonna wrap this stream up. It's been a long one, but I had a lot to talk about tonight. There's been a lot going on. Um, yeah. All right. And I watched Marianne on Netflix. It's not scary at all. BTW. It's French. It's a family show. Okay. The only thing French I know is French Montana. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, France is France. It's just she has her moments, I feel like, and sometimes they're just not great. They're just not great. But I am gonna wrap this up. I will definitely be back next Friday. Possibly earlier if I feel like streaming. We'll see if anything comes up, anything interesting happenings. Um Not a whole lot else. Um oh, one last thing here for the Candace Owens Laura Loomer drama. I guess Candace is alleging that this is Laura Loomer's fake account. The moron didn't realize she was logged into her fake account, which I blocked for sharing gross AI photos of my family. She then reacted on her real account and complained I had blocked her. I'll find you when I make a new Twitter. It's just Loxley. You can see it here. It's the same name as my channel. Probably tomorrow. All right. But yeah, and so she's saying that this account is Laura Loomer. I don't know. I don't know the validity of that, but that is what she is saying. I think that's very funny. But sure, this is Laura Loomer's alt account. I'm actually now going with this as well. Sure, why not? Okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves, all that lovely stuff, and I will see you all later. Oh, it is 420. Happy 420. All right, I'm out. Yeah. Goodbye, free Palestine, all that lovely stuff, and I will see you all later. Goodbye. What the fuck? Yeah, what for real? All right, goodbye.